Hello and welcome everybody to another StarCraft 2 cast by Glitch. I am super excited to be back. This is my first cast in like a week and a day or something. It's been so long since I've cast a game, so I am super excited to be back into the casting realm and doing some more casting. I spent like so much time last week doing a whole bunch of those analysis, which I hoped you liked them. Please let me know how you felt about those analysis games, because they were kind of fun to do. But to be honest, I'm really excited to go back to regular old casting. So today I'm going to be bringing to you a TVP on Nerazim Crypt. Now this is actually going to be the only game I upload today, just because some of my uploads while I was away on vacation wouldn't upload when I was there for whatever reason, so I'm actually going to be uploading those today. I'm going to be finishing up uploading my lesson with Complexity's Cats, and I'm also going to be uploading an analysis I did of Rhett's play. For some reason YouTube wouldn't take it. I'd upload it and it would just tell me that it hated it, so whatever. So now I am all back in Los Angeles to do some more casting. So today I'm going to be bringing to you, as I said, a TVP on Nerazim Crypt. And spawning here in the bottom right corner as the red Terran, we have sixjaxMajOr. Spawning here in the bottom left corner as the blue Protoss, we have Dynamic Gaming's DREAMattero. Now I don't know what's up with the whole dream thing, why he puts that in front of his name. It is a tag that he runs on commonly. I don't know why. It wasn't, I don't think it was a former group that he was with, or a team that he was with. He was, before he was in VT Gaming, and I'm not sure why where the dream thing comes from, but yeah, I don't know. Major though is a player that's very, very well known among the tournament scene. Well, DREAMattero is pretty well known among the tournament scene as well, but Major has been doing very, very well in StarCraft 2 as of late. I can't say. Okay, all right. Major is an absolutely incredible player. Oh my God, he's so good. He's such a good Terran player, but he can be kind of BM. He can be kind of really BM, and like he just be like straight up mean sometimes, and so I've just never been a huge fan of the guy himself, but he's just an absolutely amazing Terran player. I watched him at which MLG was it? I don't remember which MLG it was, but I actually watched him play live, and oh man, I couldn't stand the guy. Even in the tournament, he was kind of mean, kind of BM. So in his interview afterwards, I believe he was pretty mean. So wasn't a huge fan of Major. Haven't been a huge fan of Major ever since. But that's just his personality, and that's just a whole aside thing. Major as a player is absolutely incredible. He's so good. So hoping to see a really good game out of both of these players today. Oh, by the way, one more side note. If you've noticed that things are like super echoey, I don't know yet whether this is going to be my first like test cast, because I'm back in my apartment and it's empty. I now have this huge giant room to myself because my roommate moved out. And so for a week I am alone in this huge room, and so it might be kind of echoey. I'm not really sure if it's going to be super echoey, but we will find out after today's casts, and if it is, I don't know what I'm going to do to fix that. But anyway, I think it's about time that we jump into this game because, well, it's been, I don't know, already like 4 minutes and I haven't talked a single thing about the game. So let's talk straight into the game. Major threw down that early barracks, did get up those 2 gas geysers going before throwing down his command center, and then he has now thrown down his factory. So it looks like he is going to be going for most likely a 1-1-1 style of build. He has thrown down this bunker at the front. This means he's going to be playing just a little on the defensive side while he gets up his tech. He does not have a whole lot of units on the field right now. And it looks like DREAMattero is going to be poking in with this one stalker, trying to see what is going on. He has now scouted this expansion, which is now morphing into an orbital command. I expect, just because he threw down that barracks, didn't get an add-on, immediately threw down the factory, I assume that there's probably going to be a starport going down here somewhere as well. But we will see in good time whether that is the case. DREAMattero has just thrown down his expansion. His expansion is now just starting to get mining, and so far he only had 1 gateway, 1 cybernetics core, researching that warp gate, been pumping out units out of that 1 gateway, and after throwing down his expansion, threw down 2 more gateways. So 2 more gateways coming up, and sure enough, on the Major side of things, we have that starport that has just now come down, and just now throwing down his 3rd gas, and just now starting to get really mining on that natural base. Major does have a SCV now moving through the base of Attero, checking out what's going on, seeing that right now we have 3 warp gates up right now. Well, we're about to have 3 warp gates up anyway. Right now we have 3 gateways up, and looks like we're going to be adding on just a few more. 3 more gateways coming up at the natural expansion of Attero. This is going to be a total of 6 gateways. And if we check out the harvester count right now, we can see that DREAMAttero is up by about 5 harvesters. This is because he is, as you can see, chrono boosting that Nexus, trying to get out all those extra probies to try to get that income up. Always a good thing. And of course, this does not mean that Major is behind in Econ because of these little yellow guys right here. These mules are so good for Terran. They mine so many minerals so much faster. But anyway, looking at Major's buildings now, yes, we do have that 1-1-1 build, and we do now have a Banshee coming out. Cloak has not yet been researched, but there is a Banshee coming out, and there is a tech lab on his factory. He is now producing siege tanks. Siege mode has finished, and it is ready to go, as we can see from that siege tank. And it looks like Attero is going to be going for a little bit of early pressure here, as he is throwing down a couple of pylons to be able to warp in. And see, that's a siege tank counters all your rails. And there's Major being BM. So we are going to see some BM from Major this game. Alright, whatever. So, the Banshee is now out on the field, moving across to the natural expansion of Attero. In the meantime, Major is continuing to pump out these siege tanks, pumping out a lot of Marines, and he's filling up this bunker. It looks like he's going to be putting a lot of siege tanks up on this high ground. Attero going to be taking a, as he makes a comment about Major's little bit of BM there. He is going to be moving in from the top position. Nice attack positioning there from Attero. Attero moving in from the top, trying to take as few siege tank hits as he can, but those siege tanks are going to be able to repel this attack from Attero. Attero still up in the food count, having to pull probes off. This Banshee actually getting a lot of kills, was able to pick up 6 kills, all probe kills, and it looks like he is just barely maybe going to be able to get out of there with that Banshee, as these 4 stalkers are going to be able to hold him off. Looks like Attero is going to be looking to continue this aggression, though, as he is keeping all his forces here at the front of the base. These siege tanks taking those stalkers rather, taking more damage from those siege tanks, and more BM from Major. So I have to say that this was probably played over Battle.net. I wasn't sure whether this was played over a tournament or anything, but just because of all the BM that we're seeing, it was most likely not played in a tournament where a lot of people were watching. A Raven is now out on the field. I'm not 100% sure for the reason for this Raven. Maybe he suspected a little bit of Dark Templar play in the near future. I don't think there is any Dark Shrine up, and Attero really needs to pull back from this attack. He cannot afford to keep being aggressive with all of these siege tanks in place, because, well, as Major said, them siege tanks do really, really well against those ground units from Protoss. What was I going to say? Ah, yes, the map, Nerazim Crypt. This is one reason that I really like Nerazim Crypt, especially for Terran players. Just because this expansion is so well defended. As you can see, a few siege tanks up on this ledge prevents all movement through here. Not only that, but as an opponent moves into attack, those siege tanks are just dealing so much damage all the way around here. Now, I have seen this map used very well for Protoss. Because this really long ledge, it can be very hard to get sight. Sometimes players will forget to get sight on here, and you can see how this ledge is just ginormous. So you can throw a pylon down here, and you can start warping units onto a high ground without them even realizing. They could be over here just defending their base with all their units here, and meanwhile you can be all the way back here warping in a ton of units to their back door without them even knowing. Meanwhile, 2 Banshees have now moved out and have been getting a lot of worker kills. Attero being forced to pull all his workers from his natural expansion, as he's now macroing up more of those stalkers to try to deal with that. Let's check out those workers killed right now. We do have 14 workers killed for Attero right now. They did have to, Major did have to pull some workers into that combat, as you saw when Attero moved in to about here-ish. Then Major did pull some workers to try to get into that fight, and so he did lose some workers, but we can see that these Banshees are tending to do a lot of damage. 18 workers killed right now. These Banshees still just poking in all over the place, so he's not too terribly up over the workers killed for Attero, but Major is now moving out with a lot of siege tanks and a lot of Marines. SCVs at the front to take a lot of damage for those Marines. Interesting choice of units there for Major. Interesting choice of deciding to pull those SCVs to try to take some of that damage for all these Marines, because these Marines do have a very, very high damage per second, or DPS, and these SCVs are actually going to be able to take a lot of damage. If we check out the harvester count right now, we can actually see that Major is way ahead in harvester count right now, 50 to 39 harvesters. He is doing quite well. If we even check out the food count right now, 126 food to 75 food of Attero. That means that Attero is not doing well. This is a big push that is going to be coming from sixjaxMajOr. Attero, in the meantime, is going to try to move in, try to deal some damage here, forcing Major to pull back. Major is going to have to pull back all of his forces to come deal with this attack. Is going to have to stop that attack on his opponent, but Attero, now seeing all of these forces for Major, is going to have to just pull back. Attero currently still working on, looks like, just those 6 gateways. I don't have anything else on the field yet for Attero. Attero has not been able to tech to anything else, just because those Banshees have been doing such a good job of harassing, get a lot of kills in there. We actually just we just had some lag. I think that's what we just had. I hope you guys aren't seeing that, because I'm getting some crazy lag right now. I'm getting a frame rate of like 5, 7. No. Alright, don't worry, we're going to wait until this frame rate issue kind of smooths out. There we go, and there is actually the GG from Attero. So yeah, that's the end of that one. And oh man, I'm getting the worst frame rate ever. I'm going to have to kill this one right now, because I hope the end of this game didn't get messed up too much. But good game by Major. I'm back. I'm casting more games. So if you guys enjoyed this cast, please comment, please subscribe. I'm going to be doing a whole lot more games tomorrow. Like I said before, I'm not doing that many games right now, just because I have to upload some stuff that didn't get uploaded while I was on vacation. But I'm back into full swing casting tomorrow. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Glitch out. God, I missed that GG.